It's good. Hello everyone, and welcome to another live coding show of codetap. I'm Marian, your host, and today we'll be doing some JavaScript. So far we've done lots of CSS3 and HTML5, so I thought it's a good idea to take a break and do some JavaScript and other things too. Maybe some Photoshop, I don't know. Let's have some fun. So today we are starting a new series of solving a challenge, and this is about a mega menu. If you don't know what a mega menu is, let me show you some examples. If we go on amazon.co.uk or any Amazon website and we look over here, when we hover the departments, we get another menu over here which you can browse, and then when we hover over this one we get another menu, and you can go deeper. However, the point is you have lots of other menus inside the same big menu, so it's like submenu, submenu, and so on. This is Amazon. Let me make this a bit bigger for the ones that have smaller screens. So this is what a mega menu is. You go on top of it, and then you have additional submenus, and in those submenus you have more and more links until you drill down to a specific section. By the way, guys, I would love if you share this across your profile or different coding groups and so on. So please be social and share. So let's visit another website to see another mega menu. This is one I've worked on some long time ago. It's chemistdirect.co.uk. So let's see if we have it zoomed in. Yeah, that should be it. No horizontal scroll bar yet. So if we are to hover over this menu over here, we can see that more menus come down on the left side, and then we have more over here, and basically this is how it is. So let's zoom out a bit. Yeah, see, this is how this mega menu looks like. Okay, so with that said, let's inspect this web page. So I will press F12. Let me bring this key on top. So I will press F12 and the console will open. The web developer tool will open at the console, and I'll make this inside dock to the right. Okay, and then zoom out on this one, and let's quickly refresh this web page and analyze what happens over here, right? So I think we've refreshed already. If we go into console and select all the A tags, which means all the links in the website, we can see that we have 123. Let's go on the home page and clear this. Come on, stop. So we have about 99 links over here. So in this page, so far there are about 99 links. As soon as we go on this mega menu over here and we hover over some of those ones, see, and if we are now to go and check the number of links we have on the web page, we can see that there are 916 links. Okay, so now let's see what the problem would be about this one. So there'll be a user journey problem, there'll be a search engine optimization problem, there'll be a Google page ranking problem. So let's see how Google thinks about it. Google marks links on page. Okay, so if you scroll down those results and more or less you read about them, you can see that it's advised not to go over 100 links on a web page. And the reason behind that, there are multiple reasons, but the reason behind that is, firstly, you increase the size of the HTML drastically, which means it will be a slower loading or an increased loading time for the web page before it renders. Then think about those links being on every page of the website, which means every page will be bloated with unnecessary markup. Now for the user experience, let's think about it. For the user experience, it's more about you take a truck to do grocery instead of going by bike or by car. So most users would only need certain features of the website. However, you serve everything to him or her. So everyone that visits the website will get a lot more info than it actually needs. So that's definitely not that good. And the way Google page ranking or the internal page rank works, it's let's assume this web page, chemistdirect.co.uk, has a certain importance. Whatever the importance is, it has a certain importance. Let's make this 1 unit of importance. So now it passes down some of this importance to the pages beneath it. So to each and every page it links from it, internally it passes down some importance. Now if this one has, let's say, this unit of importance and we have 10 links, it means somehow it splits this importance down to those 10 links. Well, if it has 100 links, it splits to 100. Therefore, each and every page of the internal page would get a lower importance split to it. So now if you go and think about those 916 links, those ones over here, think about it. Instead of receiving, let's say, 10% or 1%, it will receive more or less 1 per mile cent, or whatever it's named. 1 part of a 1,000 each of those links. So it's kind of all those links suddenly they are not that important. So you kind of lose internal ranking, or you're not taking advantage of it, and other competitors might do so. Let's learn how to deal with this. So back when I was working on this webpage, the Chemist Direct one, we've encountered this problem. However, back then there were like 4,000 links. I see they got down to 916. Maybe I don't remember some specific details, but at some point there were 4,000, and then some mistake happened on the website and they doubled. So there were like 8,000 links on every page of the website, which is bad, really bad. About 1.5 megabytes of HTML was only in those links. So most web pages, instead of being like 100 kilo to 200 kilo, were like 1.5, give or take, more or less than 1.5 megabytes. So I came up with an idea, which is let's keep in HTML this menu over here. So this top menu, let me hover over it. Okay, so this one, the one that I'm hovering, the one that gets selected on the screen. Let's keep this menu in the initial HTML, and as soon as we hover over each of those links, we'll load the rest of the mega menu and display it. So for example, this one over here loads other stuff into it, and when you hover over it, see, it brings up some more data. Let's look into the network. What happens if we are to refresh this page again and let it load, because apparently it takes a bit of time until it finishes everything. So now if we are to hover over healthcare and unclick this CSS thing, let's do all, come on, and hover over toiletries, you can see that this toiletries HTML is requested, which brings up this part of the mega menu. So this toiletries HTML is requested, and if we are to look into the response of it, let's see how we make this bigger. Okay, so this is the response. We are requesting the pre-generated HTML for that part of the mega menu, and everything is inside it. All those links are inside. So basically, we are loading the toiletries part of the mega menu later on. So this is one solution. It's definitely not the best one, but it solves the problem. It's one of the ones that solves the problem, which means Google, when it first visits the web page, it will definitely see less links and have more importance into it. Now let's see how we can recreate this menu step by step, this mega menu, and then try to solve it with vanilla JavaScript, which means pure JavaScript, and maybe later on either we do some Angular or some React version of it, and let's see how we can solve this challenge today. So first we want to recreate it. So in order to do that, I would not like to go into this menu over here and copy paste them. I would like to be smart about it. So let's see what we can do. Firstly, let's see which is the wrapper of this menu. So this is too much. This looks like it's the wrapper of it. So okay, we also have this list over here. So let's see if we select this list and go into the console and say, let's grab this one. Okay, so you have an unordered list and it looks like it's only one of it. So there are not any other elements with the class of cd top nav list, which is awesome. So now in here, if we are to select all the A tags in it, let's see what we get. We get a lot of it. So now let's refresh. And right now, if we select it, we get about 11 of them. So if we are to look into this one, we can see that this is the medicines one, that one on top of there, over there. So what can we grab from this? Okay, let's do an each, or let's add this into a variable var, or actually let's do let, which is ECMAScript 6. Top menu equals that, and now we want to do top menu dot. Let's try and map or an each map x console log x. Okay, so we got the index, which is unexpected. We should get the value. So let's do top menu of x. Yeah, so we got some stuff over here. So okay, clear. Now let's see what we can do. Let's wrap this in a jQuery object, because I know this website uses jQuery, and do something about it. What would, let's see, let's get the inner text one, or not, the ID. Let's give it to us. No. Let's quickly inspect this again. So top menu. Come on, top menu. Let's see what we have here. Okay, you got the base URI, dataset. Okay, so we got an ID in the dataset. Let's see if we can grab it with data. Okay, so that's jQuery of not of ID, data of ID. ID is not referenced. Data of ID in quotes as a string. Okay, so now we've got the ID, which we can use to generate a link later on. We don't really want to navigate away. We just need to recreate the navigation somehow to look similar to this one. So far we've got the ID. Okay, let's see if we can have. Actually, let's make this an object and return it. Okay, so let's return an object, and so far it would be like that. And if we want to return it, we want to wrap it in curly brace sys and say ID. So right now we should have an array with each of them with an object with the ID. And now if we are to add here another comma and say label or text or whatever, and we'll say okay, top menu, let's try this one, of x dot inner text. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so we got the label with the text inside it. Let's quickly inspect this. See, it has this text inside. So in the order list, we selected the A tag, and inside it, it has medicines. And we've grabbed so far the value of the data ID using the data method on jQuery, and then we've also used the vanilla JavaScript inner text to get this. And what else should we get from over here? Let's see, have we got anything else to grab? Just a second, let's go back to the console and do top menu again. Let's see if we have anything more interesting to grab in that object. Okay, draggable, hidden, href. Now we will generate this one in our text, in our HTML. Is connectable, long last child, local. Okay, next sibling. Anything else interesting? Origin, medicines, path name. Okay, it looks like this should be it. What about some class names? Let's see the class names. Class list. Class name nothing. Maybe the class name should be. Okay, for the moment, let's leave it like this, and we'll look into it later on. Okay, so we've generated this bits over here, and let's store as global variable and copy temp1, because right over here when you said store as global variable, is stored it in temporary one. So you want to copy it, and now let's open Visual Studio and have some fun. Okay, so right now we are in quick blog. We want to cd one out and git clone https / and let me see if everybody can see this part over here. So let me make sure that everybody does, because there is the webcam in the lower right corner. So https github.com / mariansburlea / pag starter and .git. I think it's not necessary to type .git, but anyway, and we want to create a new folder named mega menu. Okay, now we cd into mega menu, and right here we want to remove the .git and src, so rm-rf.git and src. That's to unlink it from the pag starter mariansburlea GitHub project and link it later on to our own. So far we got this mega menu, and let me open a folder and mega menu. That's it. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. Let's open the console again and run npm install to grab all those dependencies that are present in package.json. So those dependencies, we need those for our project to run. Okay, meanwhile, let's create here a folder named src. We've removed it earlier, and inside it an index.png. Okay, and in here, let's see, that's an object, and it's not nice that it is an object. So let's create here a new folder named data inside src underscore data, and in here a new file named, come on, new file, menu.json. Okay, let's wait for this to finish and close that. Welcome, go into index pag. start an HTML, so exclamation point, and we press tab, and basically I want that to be lowercase just because I prefer to, and this would be not like that. Solving mega menu challenge. That's nice. npm install should be finished quite soon. See, it's still installing. While it's still installing, let's go back here and see what we can do about this. Pretty sure there is a way to copy it. It doesn't play nicely with me right now, so okay, so let's copy like this. Go into our editor and into menu.json, just paste it in here, and so far we want to wrap everything into an array and make this JSON valid. So far it doesn't like that this ID is not wrapped in double quotes, so I will select it like this, the ID with the colon, because we don't want that ID to be present in any of those strings, and we press Ctrl D a few times. And after we press Ctrl D a few times, let's get out of it, remove that character, remove that one, press comma, and now fix this one at the end over here, and as well as this one. Let's add like that. Okay, so now select this ID again like that, and press Ctrl D until we got all of them, and shift left arrow, and then do double quotes. Let's see, are there any comments so far? Okay, now let's select this label in the same fashion, just to make sure that this label string is not present in any of the other ones. Press Ctrl D until we select all of them, shift left arrow to unselect the colon, and then double quotes. Now I got a valid JSON. There's no pretty beauty. Beauty. Does it do it? Yes, it does it. Okay, so we've beautified this JSON. Now it looks a bit more organized. Okay, so let's see. So far we've extracted the ID and the label. So let's go into index.pug and let's see if this is actually present. So let's do npm start. Let's get this window on the left side. Over here, let's wait for our project to start. And it says cannot get something. Let's see why there might be a problem, and yeah, there is a problem. For the moment, a quick fix is do src, and we should see solving mega menu challenge. I'm not sure why we have this problem right now. However, let's go with it, because our main target is to use that menu. So if we are to try to access the data object in this Spark project, let's hope it does. Well, let's do a P, and inside it let's do JSON.stringify and data for the moment, and let's give a second argument of null, and the third one as 2. So let's see if we got anything. Okay, JSON stringify with n. So I got this menu over here. If we do P, that's how it looks like. So I do have access to this data object. So basically what the data object holds in the Pug starter project is a collection of a an object of all those JSON files inside it. So basically, if we see menu over here, this menu over here, it's because this file was named menu, and the contents of menu are whatever the contents of the file are. So this array over here comes from here. Okay. So if we are to create a new file here named info.json, we'll have another key like menu, and the value of that key would be whatever is inside the info.json file. Okay, so with that said, let's quickly create a menu, and we are almost wrapping this up at the start of this project anyway. So we have access to data. Let's remove this and let's do an unordered list for the moment, and inside it each menu in data.menu, and we'll do an li, and inside it an a tag with the href equals, and we want to start with a slash, and then inside this we want to have a variable. The variable is menu dot something. Let's see, cancel menu dot id. Okay, so menu dot id, and the content of it should be menu dot label. And if we save it, we can see that we've recreated the unstyled structure of the first level of the mega menu. That's what we've done so far. So basically we've got, let me make it bigger. We've got this part over here, medicines, healthcare, mother and baby, and so on. We've got it over here, medicine, healthcare, mother and baby. We've got it over here. We don't care if the links work. If we click on them, we are only interested in the mega menu, solving the challenge of having hundreds of links polluting our website. So let's continue doing it in the next live show. Now I'll open the questions and answers section, and while I'm waiting for questions, let's have some more fun. Okay, so I keep an eye to see if there are any questions, either on Facebook or on YouTube. I stream this show on YouTube too, and for the ones that want to see the stream on YouTube, it's codetap.io/live, takes you directly to the latest online stream. Okay, so far I want to take this template that I already have and save it, so I'll do Ctrl+Shift+S, and let's see, where do I save it. I think video Photoshop should be fine, and instead of quick blog, let's make it mega menu. Okay, and the name of it should be mega menu 2. Okay, no questions, come on guys, feel free to ask questions. This is about a bit of JavaScript, a bit of HTML, CSS, Photoshop, so pretty sure there are questions to be asked. So right now I don't want this quick block text here, and that one I don't want it, and then I want to get rid of this. So far it's okay. Now let me bring in this. It's a like. Okay, leave it like that over there, and then this image. Okay, and move it a bit more down, and maybe make it bigger. Like that, give or take. And now take this like and resize it a bit. Maybe even smaller. I'm trying to make the friend or foe idea. Not sure what I'll make here. I'm just playing around. So duplicate it. Not that. Undo. Okay, too much undo. Okay, so far this is it, one of it, and then duplicate this and move it. No, not you again. Come on, what's going on? It's not auto select. No, I want to select what I want to move, and then transform this one and flip it down, flip vertical. Yeah, and since we are flipping it down, we want to look like it's in the same line with the other one, and then move both of them a bit more up. Something like that is better, and this should have a different color. Let's see, maybe if we do Ctrl U, let's look like colorize. Yeah, that's better. See, now I got like a red button. That should be it. Okay, so this is the mega menu, friend or foe. Okay, we got like a thumbnail for it. Save it, Command Shift S, JPEG, save. Not in the slides, it's in video, Photoshop, and mega menu. So save it here, mega menu. Part 1. Since we got part 1, I think it's better for me to put that text back that I removed. So let's do a number 1 here, and I think it's a bit too big. So 140, maybe make it 100. Yeah, that should be enough. And now it's also hard to see, so let's see if we can add a stroke to it. Stroke. Yeah, that's better. So that should be easier to see. So this is the number 1, the part 1 of mega menu, friend or foe. Replace. I think we should add some JavaScript too here, because it's only CSS and HTML. Let's look on the web for a JavaScript thing. Come on. JavaScript SVG, or at least a good PNG. So on images, this doesn't look right. I think this looks more better. JS or this one. I think this one is more common, or this one, or this one. Anyway, let's just pick one and stick with it. View image. So this is a JPEG. However, its quality is quite good, so let's save it in here. Now bring back that folder, drag this inside, resize it. Okay, more like that. Should be fine. I got JavaScript 2 inside. That's it. That should be it. And now let's add the same effect. So if we are to go and look for that logo thing, no, that's not the one. Okay, where is it? Yeah, this is it. So right click, copy layer style, and then select the last thing that we've added, the JavaScript one. Come on, where is it? Panel options, make it bigger. Then bring those layers in. Maybe some of you don't see what's happening. So I'm looking for the yellow one, this one. Okay, so for this one, right click, paste layer style, and now it should have that white around it. And now it looks like it's in line with the other ones. So yeah, we got CSS, HTML, JavaScript, and we got a thumbnail. So now you've also seen how I started to extract some data from a website. I started a new project. I've generated a menu. I've also generated a thumbnail for this idea. And so where are you? Yeah, not that one. Anyway, I've also generated a thumbnail for this idea and saved it, and we'll continue a bit later on to work on this challenge. And basically we want to finish recreating the entire menu, with our pack starter project, and as soon as we finish that, we can easily identify the possible solutions, because we'll be using more or less the same JSON menu. So we start from the same JSON menu, we create a page with so many links, then we create another solution with lesser links. One would be with either JavaScript, pure JavaScript, and the other one would be with Angular or React, or we'll see about it. As we go along, we'll see about it. Hey Razvan, so your question is, can you explain how JSON stringify works? Why did you use data? I didn't understand that part. So basically, pack starter looks into the data folder, if a data folder exists, like this one, and if inside it we have one or more JSON files, pack starter provides a global variable named data that's available in all your pack files, and that data variable, that data global variable, holds in keys the names of the files, and each key has a value as the content of the files. So if we say here data, which means get me everything that's inside this folder underscore data, and then menu is the name of the file. Menu is this file. The value of the key menu, the value of this key, this property of data, is actually the content that's inside the JSON file. So let me quickly show you another one. Let's do link.json. And this link.json, let's make an object this time, not an array, and say message hi. Okay, so it's a simple JSON with the message hi. So now if we go into index pag on top of this, and we say a div equals data.link.message, it should say hi. Let's see if it says it. Where's the browser? Oh, I lost my browsers. Okay, maybe this one. Okay, so we got here hi. Now let's go back to our project, go into link and say hi Razvan. Okay, and save it. See, from the JSON file, the project picked up into the data object a link and a menu. And if we are to access from the data object either the menu, which holds that entire collection, or the link, which is this link over here, see? And inside it we have a message. So data.link.message. This is how pack starter is made to work. Okay, and JSON stringify basically takes a JSON and converts it into a string. So when we said earlier pre equals JSON.stringify of data, well, basically data right now it's an object with two keys. It has a link and a menu, right? And we add the null for the second one and the 2 for the third one. So if we do this, you can see it has a link, then it has a menu. Okay, so I don't know what this one is. I just set it as null. You can search online. I know what this one is. If we set it 4, see there are 2 spaces over here, 1, 2, and then there are 2 more spaces over for indentation. So if we say 4, there'll be 4 spaces for indentation here and 4 spaces here and so on. If we say 14, it will be a lot longer. So that's it. I usually use 2 or 4 or 3, whatever you think it is. So basically, you wouldn't use this unless you want to print it on the screen just like I did. Okay, apparently my thing went down. By the way, Graziella. Yeah, I just want to confirm from someone that there is no double voice on the chat. So my voice is not doubled. Okay, Facebook, how do I go back to my thing? Yeah, I think this is the one. Okay, let's see if we have any more questions. Any more questions, guys? My Facebook doesn't want to play the video, and I'm not sure if the feed is still working. On my phone at least. Hey guys, you're welcome, Razvan. Yeah, apparently the feed is working, it's just not working on my phone, so sorry about that. So now let's comment this out. To comment it out, we just press Ctrl/, that's shortcut, save it, and we are back to this. Okay, let's comment also this Hi one. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Any more questions so far, guys? Because otherwise I'll wrap this up and I'll continue it a bit later on. You'll have to watch codetap on Facebook for the events popping up, or on YouTube. Search for codetap on YouTube and Facebook. Subscribe if you haven't. Let me pop up some links over here. Okay, so this is the codetap live. So if you wanna join the codetap live shows on YouTube in 1080p resolution and 60 frames per second, a quick way to do that is to go to codetap.io/live. It should take you to the latest live. And let me quickly bring up the layers. Okay, layers are back now. Let's move them somewhere here. Come here, come on. Don't know how to go here. Anyway, something is off. Anyway, those layers. So hide the live one, show the subscribe one. A quick way to subscribe to codetap is go to codetap.io/YouTube and you'll be prompted with a link to subscribe. So join us. Soon we'll be doing more and more JavaScript. So the next show is about quick blog, and the show after that it will be back to mega menu. Quick blog, mega menu. Quick blog, mega menu. That's how it's gonna happen. A bit of HTML and CSS, a bit of JavaScript. Any more questions? You're welcome, Razvan. Okay, guys, I'll be wrapping this up, and I think I'll be starting the next show at 8 o'clock, and possibly the one after this one at 10 o'clock. So stay tuned, and hopefully it's 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. 2 more live shows for today. You've been amazing. Thank you for watching. Happy coding and create something awesome.